What's up, fellas? Welcome back to Scheme It Up. We jumping right into some gameplay. He's playing super aggressive with his linebacker. That's what I like to see, though. We're gonna bring it right back to a similar RPO. And that's one thing you want to watch for you when you run these RPOs. What are they doing with their linebacker? Are they sitting back? Are they coming forward trying to stop the run? And he was super aggressive, so we're gonna come right with the RPO with the tight end over his head. Just that simple. You get aggressive, we throw it to the tight end. You back up, we're going to run the ball. It's just that simple. Now, I started playing with the Redskins last week. This was the last week's video. Man, they have actually a pretty decent roster. And I also wanted to show that, hey, I don't just play with the Ravens. I can probably run this offense with any team. Doesn't have to be a mobile quarterback. Haskins, probably one of the worst. Not one of the worst, but not one of the better QBs in the game. Just showing you don't have to have a great QB to run this offense. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, I think I had 3 games in a row where I threw for 100% completion percentage. So, again, this spread offense, it just makes it easy on you. I'm not the best user in the world. I'm never going to claim to be. I just try to make super simple reads, and that's my game. Like, and it's a very unique game. I haven't seen anyone else play like this. There may be some people out there, right? But I try to make it super simple, right? That's one of the plays I like to run the goal line. It's just a little inside zone. He actually does a good job of stopping that, but we're not concerned. If you want, again, I'm watching to see what his users are doing. He's playing super aggressive. He's not really worried about the pass. And hey, I'm not afraid to pass it in the goal line because a lot of these things are just if the read is there, throw it. If it's not, I'll usually just take the sack. I mean, I'm fine with that. And you guys know if you watch one of my last videos, this play showed you guys how to run it super simple. Unless they're pass committing, that play is going to be open every single time. And even sometimes when they do pass commit, and usually in the goal line somewhere like that, they're expecting you to run the ball. So just a way to throw them off. Now, once you run it once in the goal line, it's probably not going to work every time, right? But that's why there's a variety. That was a different play, right? That was from the spread look. The first one was from more of the wide normal look. So now, again, back to these Redskins. Man, this Redskins defense is legit. It's a lot of speed. I mean, I think Sweat, the defensive end, is 91 speed. So I think I put him at linebacker in certain situations just to make sure if I'm sending a blitz, he's one that I'm probably going to send, right? And they're really stout up front, man. Like Allen, you got, Payne. Those guys, man, they're some of the strongest players in the game. So, running up the middle is not easy against the Redskins either. So they got a lot of speed and they're stout in the middle. Really good defense, man. That's kind of why I play with them. I'm defensively challenged. Like, I'm pretty trash on defense, so need a little bit of help. And I like to blitz, too, so they got enough speed that I can kind of get home. Like, if anybody knows, it's tough to blitz on this, man. It's not an easy thing to do. And they break up a lot of passes because they get there so fast. Like, that was a good read by him, but we just happen to get up there and break up the ball, man. He's going for it already. That's kind of early to go for it, but hey. So I think on this one I decided, hey, I'm not going to send a lot of heat. I'm going to play a little bit of coverage and see if he's going to make the right read. And we got kind of everything bagged, man. Everything was covered. Should have been an interception, but we'll take it. It's 4th and 3. We'll take the ball. Let's go. So, again, I just wanted to showcase more of the spread offense in real gameplay so you guys don't just have to look at it in plastic mode. This is a nice slip screen. It's a misdirection, right? Again, I saw that he's very aggressive. So he'll probably go after the swing, and bam, we slip the screen right behind him for a nice game. And the Redskins actually have some decent running back, man. McKissick and a lot of those guys. I play Love a lot too, man. They're pretty good. A nice little move in the open field, and that's a touchdown. Now, not playing against one of the best users in the world. Clearly, he's okay. He's not. He's definitely just doesn't get it. He doesn't know what's going on, right? But still, this is the Buffalo defense, one of the better defenses in the game, and I'm shredding with one of the worst offensive lines in the game. And I throw that slant. I rarely ever throw that slant, but I just saw that it was wide open. And also, man, pay attention to what they're running. After every play, it shows you exactly what defense they're running. I saw that he's running a lot of man coverage, and I'm going to take advantage of that. So this time I decided to play a little bit of coverage. He had me toasted, but we happened to make a play just in time. Got lucky there. But, again, that's what having speed at cornerback does for you. These guys are pretty fast. He was able to make up. But I'm still coming. I haven't learned my lesson. I am going to keep coming. I barely just got picked up there. I should have got to him. And another great play by the defensive back. All right, next play, we're still
Not sure
screaming.
what's
Like, he's going to have to show me that he can throw under pressure. That's just what we do. That's how I play. Like, you have to show me you can throw under pressure. We almost get there. He makes a nice read. He just doesn't hold on to it. And he says, man, he's going for a 4th and 10. I respect that. I would probably do the same, but he's going to have to show me again under pressure. And I get around the corner with Sweat. Man, I mean, you have a defensive end that's 91 speed. Sheesh, what are you doing against that? So, I mean, again, man, I started to like these Redskins for the defensively challenged like myself. They're a pretty good fit, man. If you can make this offense work, man, the Redskins have a nice defense. They can kind of make up for my poor user skills. But and then another play I've been working on, I'm going to do a video on that. It's an RPO. It's a deeper slant, and it gives you it's a power play, so it gives you more time to throw it. Man, it is, again, I only run it if I know they're kind of running cover 2 and man coverage. And this is one of the plays I'm going to do a video on as well. It's great. It's almost unstoppable in the red zone. There's so many different options. But I do a thorough breakdown of that one. I run that pretty much every time I'm in the red zone lately. And again, I'm coming around the quarter, which look how fast Sweat is around that corner, man. Like, it's, and he's running play action. I don't know why he's running play. You see that I'm blitzing every play and you run play action. That's not very wise, but hey, man, I can't pick who I play against. EA picks him for me. And I could have easily handed that off here. The read was, I saw the linebacker drift back, but I wanted to see if I could throw a high pass, see if he'd come down with it. And he did. And I wanted to see if I could hit the bubble. I usually never, ever throw the bubble unless I bring the other receiver in motion and I know I got man coverage. But that, again, another, if you looked at the tutorial last time, you will see that it's kind of what I do. Makes a nice read there to the tight end. Good on him. But he did it under pressure. He was able to do it. Now I'm playing a little bit more conservative. I'm playing coverage, and it does not pay off for me. This is why I usually will send heat. If I'm going to give it up anyway, if I'm going to pick the part playing coverage, I might as well send the heat, right? That time, he picked it up pretty good. He's got time in the pocket, but I always have a spy there too, right? Especially with these mobile quarterbacks. Defensive back makes another nice play. And the Redskins defense is definitely legit, dude. It's legit. Again, Sweat coming off the edge again, man. Forced what should have been an interception. Collins, what are you doing? Come on, man. Intercept the pass. But again, coming off the edge again. And they're just knocking down passes, breaking up passes. Like, they just get there so fast, man. Now, again, this kind of style of play does not work against every user, right? This just happens to be somebody that can't throw under pressure. But I'm going to find out one way or another. At the beginning of the game, you're going to show me whether you can play under pressure or not. Again, I usually don't show defense on my videos because my defense is usually trash, but I want to kind of showcase these Redskins like they are pretty legit. Another turnover there. He's not throwing on time now. He's kind of expecting pressure every time. And that's what happens when you send pressure. You kind of weed out the people that can deal with it, and he clearly could not. So a nice game. Again, just showing you guys the spread playbook in action. And this is a little slip screen I like. It's a little misdirection, right? Usually if they're playing aggressively as a user, they'll go after the little swing. This one actually kind of stayed at home, but we still made a little something happen in the open field. Yeah, man, this is one of the RPOs I like. It's just throwing it right out quick to the, again, another quick read. You'll rarely see me drop back and make like these multi-read plays. Like, I'm just not built like that. Like, I know that if I have to read more than like 3 people, like, I'm going to throw an interception. So I like to make it simple on the quarterback, kind of like the Patriots have made it easy for Tom Brady forever. He throws these screens, racks up all the others. Now, can Tom Brady go through his progressions? Absolutely. But it makes it easier when you can throw these little dump-off passes and just easy reads and move the ball down the field. All these screens and misdirections. And again, I see that he's playing aggressive. This is the second string tight end, right? It's not even the first. This guy's probably 64 overall. You don't have to have the best players, man. You have a nice scheme, you can make a lot of things work. And again, if they've never seen that play, like, you're going to get it every time. Like, if you run that play in the red zone for the first time, like 9 times out of 10, you're going to get that. Now, I'm blitzing again. We just happen to hold that. He had a nice lane there. He could have got there, but defense again. Redskins defense, block shedding. Now, he makes, again, a nice read right there. I'm okay with that. Like, if you can make that read under pressure, hey, I'm fine with that. Because most likely, even if you had time, you probably would have hit that also. So, Again, my user skills aren't the best at lurking and making all those picks, so I depend on pressure and hoping he makes one mistake. All I need is one mistake, and I feel like I'm gonna score on offense. Another great play by these Redskins, man. Again, man, these Redskins. So we just broke up yet another pass. He's at 4th and 6. I didn't bring the heat. I played a little coverage, and it pays off. My linebacker makes a nice play, but I barely bumped into him, and it hit me for a PI right there. That should have been a pick 6. That's okay. We'll take that, man. He gets a nice, lucky first down. That was a terrible read on his part. Great defense by the Redskins. I'm screaming this time. And look, they get there so fast. He can't even get the slip screen off. Like, these guys, this is a fast defense, man. Like, if you need a defense, check out the Redskins, man. I know a lot of people, like, they want to play with, like, a lot of the best teams, but you can make some things happen. If you can, put this scheme into action with the Redskins and, utilize that speed on defense, you're kind of set, man. Now, I did find out that if you really need to make plays with Haskins, it's probably not the best idea in the world. So you probably want to get a nice lead. If you got to come from behind with the Redskins, you might be in a little bit of trouble. McLaurin is nice, but Haskins, sometimes they just make his passes so inaccurate that, even with my simple system, it's just not great. But if you got if you're playing, managing the game, stand in front of the sticks, you'll be fine, man. And that's a turnover on downs. We're going back to the offense where I like to be. He's shown he's really trying to stop the run. He's really not as concerned with the pass. So I'm going to keep hitting my tight end until he shows me that he's going to stop it. And again, I like to mix in the RPOs, a lot of different formations. Again, he's trying to stop it that time, but he just doesn't know where it is. So. And if I see that he's a step behind, I'm still going to throw it. And again, now that I see he's playing the tight end, I can just hand it off. And it's just kind of, it puts the user in a bind. If they're user in the linebacker, which most people do, it kind of puts you in a bind. Like, you've got to make a decision. Am I going to cover this tight end, or am I going to crash down and try to stop the run? And if you go look at the Redskins' offensive line, it's not a great offensive line by any stretch, but the RPO freezes the linebacker, so you've got this huge lane. And even some of the worst offensive lines are going to make plays. And the reason I spread that tight end, I know I'm never going to throw it if I move him out like that, but it just lightens the box and makes the hole a lot easier to see. And so once I get that guy out of the box, we got numbers now. And now I'm just trying to test Dwayne Haskins. Is he mobile enough to run this read option? And any other quarterback probably scores right there. He does not. So I'm going to be safe. I got a nice turnover. I usually would be aggressive right here, but I'm like, I don't want to, the risk of coming up empty-handed right here outweighs kind of trying to get the touchdown. So we'll take our 3 points. One of the few times I'll actually kick 3. And the Madden gods will stay on my side too. You start going for it too much, the Madden gods are like, oh, okay, we're going to teach you a lesson. So it's right before half. It's 13 seconds. I'm going to play coverage. I'm in a dime defense, and they're still playing solid run defense, man. I'm telling you, man, that this Redskins defense is legit. Look, 3-man rush. Allen gets there for the sack on the 3-man rush. I mean, the Redskins, man, check them out in there. Another 100% passing day. It's just that simple, man. And you guys can run this offense, run the spread, and then put your spin on it. There's so many plays in this playbook that I don't even run. Now, again, I'll start the game usually with this play to see what they do. He kind of hesitated. I throw it out there. We got nothing but open room. Give him a nice hesitation in the open field. Yeah, I can get a little sticky sometimes, just a little bit. And Antonio Gibson for the touchdown. And the Redskins have a few playmakers at running back, man. You got Gibson, you got McKissick, you got Love. It's a lot of players out there. And again, if they've never seen this play, you're probably going to get it every time. And again, it's just a red zone. It's a killer red zone play. And I've been playing a lot of Bills lately. A lot of people like to play with the Bills, so. But that's cool with me. Hey, man, Josh Allen is not the most accurate quarterback on here, so I'm willing to blitz every time if I have to. And he runs some smart plays, run. I would run the ball right there. You see, you got the wide open lane. Oh, but he tries, I pass commit quite a bit, right? Like, especially if I'm sending blitzes. So I pass committed, and he just completely jumps that little RPO. So again, most people don't pass commit on first down. I usually pass commit every time. I'm usually not concerned about the run, even though I've had somebody run for 300 yards on me. But hey, man, I'm trying to get the ball back. I don't want people going on these long, drawn-out drives. Like, I want the ball. So again, I'm looking at his user. I saw that he was kind of aggressive on the other play. He's probably going to go with the swing. Oh, he didn't go with the swing. I think he must have ran commit right there. And I get a little sticky in the open field again. Oh, nice move on you. I love you, Adam. But we had to do it. All right, so again, you see, if this is working on Seattle's defense, this scheme can work on anybody like this. That's one of the best safeties in the game. He's still not aware enough to stop that play. That play is just one of those plays that's extremely difficult to stop if you're not ready for it. So he's back with Russell Wilson. We're still sending heat. Again, I don't recommend playing this play style against everyone, but I mean, I always run it at the beginning of the game to see if you're going to stop it. If you can't stop it, I'm going to keep sending heat. But I'll change it up every now and again. Once we get a sack, you don't want to be silly. Usually they're going to have a play ready for it. So you always want to keep them thinking too, like, hey, he's expecting pressure, so now he's kind of got a quick trigger, but now he's got to hold it, and he's going to make poor decisions. Also should have been another pick, but that's okay. Again, Skins defense, man. I'm going to keep saying it. It's a nice defense, man. But if y'all want to see more gameplay like this, or you got a team you want to see, leave a comment. Let me know what kind of content you want to see, or if this is too many games, let me know, man. I want to kind of make the content better for you guys, something you guys want to see, something that will really help you get your game to the next level. As I continue to try to get mine, we'll kind of take this journey together and make this thing work, man. He tries to, throw into triple coverage, and we're just sitting right there waiting on him. So now we got the ball back. I'm going RPO right up the middle. Again, you're watching Bobby Wagner. If he drops to the tight end, I'm handing it off. If he crashes down to stop the run, throwing to the tight end. But usually don't play games with Bobby Wagner over there. But I don't mind playing around with Adams right there. Like, hey, again, man, if you want to see how that play works, check out the tutorials. I mean, it's the same. We've done this play over and over again. And again, every now and again, you get that little animation where he just doesn't do anything. But we'll take that. You gotta have something. He's got me torched yet again, but hey, he doesn't make the play. We'll live with that. I'm gonna give up big plays from time to time, but I'm also gonna bring pressure to kind of like really throw people off. So this time he's probably expecting pressure. Oh, but that's a defensive end dropping back, holding a wide receiver. Yes, a 91 speed defensive end holding a wide receiver. So he's had about enough of that. He didn't like that. Again, another 100% passing day. Not a ton of yards, but of course we didn't finish the game. This is the first quarter. So again, man, this